Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm continuing to explore my creativity and I'm doing that in the form of abstract art. So I'm going to use various tools and various surfaces to work on. Today I'm going to use a blue and gold, white, black colour palette. I'm really excited to do that. But I'll take you down now so I can show you the surface area that I'm going to use, the tools that I'm going to use, and also the colour palette. And don't forget, all the colours that I always use in all my creations are listed in the description box below. So if you've got any questions, of course, please drop me a message. I'll always answer it. But also check out that description box because some of that information you asked me about is in that description box. So it just helps you out. So let's see what we can create. So today I'm using a squeegee, a tile grouter, and my surface area is a canvas board. I've taped off the edges with some masking tape because I want to create almost like a frame or a border, and I'm using various colours and I will list those in the description box. So I've done some squeegee art before, you may have seen them. But today I'm doing it on a canvas board and I'm literally going to use the squeegee to disperse the paint across the board and use the grouter to create some different patterns. So as I said, I've taped off my edges because I like it to be a frame or a border within the piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paint and my colours one by one and squeegee them across the board. So I'm going to take my first colour and I'm going to layer the colour on top of the masking tape. So don't forget, this is the tape that goes. I take this off at the end, but it just helps me identify a place that I can add the paint and I can use the squeegee to spread the paint all the way across. So I'm just going to do that now. As you can see, I'm pressing quite firmly down on the squeegee to spread that paint all the way across the canvas. So what I've just done, that's almost like my base layer. That's the colour that I want right at the back of this piece. So I'm now layering some more paint. Not too much, you don't need too much paint because you're going to use the squeegee to drag that paint across the surface area. But I'm just adding some drops of gold. There's also some black. And then I'm going to use the blue tones as well. But don't forget, I'm going to add all these colours in the description box below. So expand that, and in that box reveals much more information. So also check that out. So my paint is down. I've placed the squeegee within the paint and I'm literally dragging the squeegee across the board, but I'm lifting it up off of the base in certain areas to create this effect. So you can see that it isn't one solid movement, but instead shows some different depth as you go across the piece itself. So as I really look at this piece, I love this area here. I can see different things already. And in my mind, I wanted to create some reflections. So I think that's what I'm going to go with this piece. Just in this area, I'm going to use my tile grouter to create a different texture, a different pattern on the surface area. I'm not going to add any more paint. I'm literally going to use the paint that's already on there. And I'm going to place the tile grouter on the surface, press down firmly, and just drag it across from one side to another. Some of it revealing the paint underneath, and then some of it really kind of creating a reflection. It's almost like some forest area or tree on the left hand side reflecting now in a lake on the right hand side. But again, I don't want to put ideas in your mind. I'm going to remove the tape. I'm going to reveal a clean border, and then I'll show you the piece and you can let me know what you see from it. But we've been able to make a piece of abstract art by using a couple of different tools, some fluid paint, and just allowing ourselves to be in that creation process. And as I've always said, it's about interpretation and personal interpretation and feeling of a piece. So let me know what you think below. If you're going to try this too, please tag me in your pieces. I can't wait to see what you create too. Okay, so let me show you some of the details. This is obviously still the wet version, but you can see here how by lifting the squeegee up as we went along created some different blocks of colour, some different tones of that same colour. I really love this area here. I almost feel like I'm near a lake and it's the reflection in the water. Let me know what you think. You can hang it or display it different ways, whether it's landscape or portrait. That's down to the person looking at it. Okay, so here's the dry version and the direction that I feel that I would like to display it. So as I said, I feel like I'm near a lake. The bottom bit that I used as the tile grouter where I placed it on the board and dragged it across is almost the reflection from the picture that's above. And I feel like I'm in a forest area. I'd love to know what you think. If you're enjoying this process and this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Let me know what you think in the description box below. And I really hope I get to see you again in the next video. Take care of yourselves, have a great week, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye everyone.